Seth Rudetsky, standing here with 1 time 21, 2 time 21, 4 effing time 21. It's not cool, Audra. It's show-offy. It's gotten rude.
It's not rude.
Anywho, first I want to talk about an upcoming event, and I'll talk about it. We're doing, yet again, the Our Family Vacation. Our Family used to be called the Rosie Cruises. Now, Rosie's not involved, and it's no longer a cruise.
So it's just our family.
It's just our family. It's for gay parents and the kids, but you do not have to be gay to go. Hence,
and you do not have to have children. However,
exactly.
I have children.
and the point is, talk about what you love about the cruise / the vacation. Go.
Oh, it's just amazing to be with all these incredible families, these diverse families, and I always cry at some point. You know, something beautiful. I remember one time I went and there was there was a lovely lesbian couple, and they had a black boy who had a mohawk and just dealing with getting his nails painted, and they're like, that's what he wants.
It's so many different levels of whatever. It was clever.
Oh, and one time I was at the cruise where we had that terrible
Alaska.
Oh my gosh, we had the worst waves one night, just the ship just going back and forth, and a lot of the kids were in the little little play camp, and so I went to pick up Zoe. While I was there was this little Hispanic boy who has 2 daddies, and he'd been adopted, and he was Ecuadorian or something like that, but had been adopted by these 2 men, and the camp counselor was saying, honey, you just need to sit down because we're dealing with the waves and you got to sit down. And he was like, I want my daddies. And she's like, no, honey, you just need to sit down and it's going to be okay and your daddies will be here soon. And he said, I don't think I believe you because my daddy's a doctor and you're not a doctor and my daddy knows. Totally read her, and I was like, oh. The
kids are cute and rude. And that's what's charming. And that's what's charming about it. Anyway, go to ourfamilyvacations.com. That's part 1. Part 2, when I was on the boat, Audra told me a story that I thought I knew all of her stories. She actually told out a story I did not know. You must hear. It's when she was invited to the Power Women lunch. What was that? What does Oprah call it?
It was
Sassy Women of America.
No, it wasn't Sassy Women of America. I can't remember what it was called. Oh, it was
My Favorite Women.
The youngins and the ones that we were honoring, like all the great women. I can't think. Oh, Celebration of Women, basically, is what it was. We were honoring people like Coretta Scott King and Dionne Warwick and who else?
Rosa Parks was still alive back then, wasn't she? Wasn't Rosa Parks still alive?
Rosa Parks, she wasn't there. Coretta Scott King was still alive at the time. Ruby Dee,
amazing women. Okay, so Audra goes thinking, she's like, I gotta go on. I'm invited by Oprah.
So we went to the big luncheon that happened on her like beautiful property in Santa Barbara, and we were all sitting at this big, beautiful round table. And I was sitting in between Diane Carroll and Ruby Dee, and just everyone was there. And at some point, someone got the idea. We all had these beautiful little place settings that had our names on these embossed cards and whatnot, and along with with our menu for the afternoon. And so it was amazing. And so someone got the idea. Let's have everybody autograph them. Like Diana Ross was there, and Della Reese, and Michelle Obama at the time. She wasn't the first lady at the time. Yeah. And so everybody was like, yeah, that's a great idea. So everybody was going around autographing everybody else's place card. Now you have to imagine that it was a beautiful embossed thing that had your name at the top and then the menu. And so everybody else, but then all these other signatures. And so we're all getting confused and no one knew where anybody's card was. So Chaka Khan stood and she's like, that's all right, I got a bunch of them. I'll just start handing them out. And up until that moment, I just feel like, I am just amazing. Look at these people that I'm with. And then, so the first one she sees, she's like, Audra McDonald, who that? I was like,
literally,
who dat? And Audra McDonald. And I was just like,
she's a 4-time talking with
I was just like, oh, it's me.
So I've known Audra literally before her very first Tony, and let me just say, so I met her on an audition, and Audra used to tell me that the crazy contrast of the high soprano. So essentially, this was Audra's voice, and she'd go into an audition prepared to sing a song such as this.
When I married Mr. Snow.
Not quite that effective. My God, Audra was mortified because she'd walk in and they'd be like, she's black. Surely she's going to be singing this.
My name is Riffalada.
First of all, what kind of a drag name is Riffalada? Okay, on that note, I'm out.
You're crazy.